Welcome back to Silver Sanctuary. We are here with the Enhypen album, the new one, the Sin Vanish. I got my Enhypen blue on. Ironically, I always envisioned Enhypen as blue as a group, and our brand new album is jet blue. I like it. So let's go ahead and get started with it. See what we got. We only got one music video, and I want to see what that is going to be like. I got a feeling it's going to be good. Here we go. The beginning. No captions. This is like some...
Fate at times leads us down a treacherous path from which there is no turning back. The story begins one night with the sudden disappearance of a couple. Like a masterpiece stolen from an art museum without so much as a whisper from the alarms, the two vanished, leaving no trace behind. Overwhelmed by their love for each other, consumed by the desire to become completely identical, they dared to dream a forbidden dream, one that defied the absolute laws of vampire society, and crossed a line they knew must never be crossed. A sin no one else had dared to even imagine. To create a vampire without sanction, the society is thrown into chaos. Soon, the Vampire Pursuit Unit is dispatched to hunt down the lovers. This hyena-like pack of vampires, relentless in their chase. This pursuit unit is dispatched to hunt down the lovers. This hyena-like pack of vampires, relentless in their chase, slowly closes in on their target. In a world of peace and comfort, how long can these two, who had never before strayed from one another's side, endure this desperate flight? And yet, even as the cold gazes they have never before known pierce them like blades, and sudden waves of anxiety shake their bodies like a bitter wind, they press on, continuing their journey towards the world's edge without so much as a safety net. As if each were the other's only salvation. As if, with their love, there was nothing left to fear.
Interesting. I guess the first most notable point is the style. It's like that's a, I don't know if that's a sample, but that's like the style that they're going for, is they're using a sample. It's like a sampled type of instrumental with like something, especially with that that is the sample that Kanye West, I know. That's where I know it from. Kanye West most notably used it in Mercy, the song Mercy. That's a very popular song that's famous kind of with that sound. So I don't know if they sampled it, but my overall point is I feel like they're trying to go into it's almost like a underground hip hop, old school hip hop rap, with like rock vibes, rock and K-pop feel, but like, yeah, I feel like it's interesting. They're going like I feel like they're going to a certain sound. I wonder if it's going to be like that for the rest of the album. Let's find out. No way back.
When the lesson says 붉은 다리 거의 떠오를 때 쉽게 숨을 들인 너로 앞에 순간 스치듯 불길을 예감해 현실을 등지고 너의 손을 잡은 채 내 발목에 달라붙는 기억들을 끊어내 이제 마지막이 되는 밤에 적거리고 해 두 눈을
That voice.
What if I'm dead wrong? What if I'm your sin? 몇 번을 다시 돌아가도 답은 하나지
I like the harmony. I want to say they said YoON is doing the harmony. I guess that harmony I thought was like it sounds like like it was done electronically in the post production. That's what I thought. Kind of like that. Oh, let me stop it real quick. I like the way he came in with that nice voice. I like this, the way this sounds, and then with, if I'm saying correctly, it sounds like it goes to a minor key right there, while in the middle of that, and I like that. And then the distortion on it, and then that. I like. Who's doing the harmony there? Is it just him? Because there's two voices. I like his vibrato he put at the end. He did it in both parts, in the beginning and this part. The first sentence he says. Yeah. I like this flow. Nice. That was a good addition to the song. Okay. I really like this flow. And it sounds good with this instrumentation. Like the instrumental is like a kind of soft. It's not like too overly done. It goes really well with the, and I like it. They let it run out too, let it play out. That went really well with the way that the style of that they did with it with their vocals. I like that. The Fugitives, is that what it said? Yeah. So this must be another like story type, narration track. Nope. It's like that rock hip hop type style.
The protective world that once surrounded them slowly twists into a snare meant to capture them. Everyone predicted the two would soon be caught, that they would quickly discover their limits and fall into despair. They would come to regret their reckless choice, begin to doubt one another's love, and ultimately succumb to their fate. This cruel certainty, spoken in one voice, poisoned the sacred well of their love. But then, a sighting was reported that stunned them all. The fleeing couple, it was said, were laughing as if they were reveling in the chase. Their expressions were carefree, at times even alight with a thrilling ecstasy. Having shattered the rules and calling to each other across the wreckage of their past, they seemed to overflow with confidence. They could build a heaven with their own two hands. As if this chase were some exhilarating game, they already seemed utterly captivated by the danger.
Okay, so they're enjoying it, is what we got out of that. I'm trying to figure out what the this is what I want to see. The vocals. Who did like who? What's the vocal? It sounds like and I was thinking this in the first time I heard it. Sounds like an AI version of what Morgan Freeman might sound like, type of thing. And I feel like they did it on purpose. Like I feel like they it goes kind of with what I was saying. This is also a thought I had in the first video. I feel like it goes in hand with the thought of them kind of trying to go to that like old school, like almost like they're referencing maybe the older like Western hip hop style, I feel like. And that hit me as kind of like them saying like they want, I know that I've heard Morgan Freeman used in modern raps and stuff like that. I don't know if all of you have that stuff on your radar, but so like that Morgan Freeman-esque storytelling narrative voice, that kind of hit me as also as them like going to that trying to fit that, not fit, but like implement a little bit of that type of style. So that's the sound I got, along with like the samples that I was talking about in the first song. That's what I get, the picture that I get. All right, we got Knife, the music video. Let's do it. All right, we got Knife, the music video. Let's do it. All right, keyboard's not working anymore.
Breaking news. 7 vampires, under a red notice for breaking a major taboo, have been spotted moving openly through the city. Despite repeated efforts by the VPU, the group continues to stay one step ahead. Let's take a look at the footage.
That's okay. Hold on. First of all, my keyboard is not working. I gotta remember that. But even though it's on, that is a. Do you guys know what that's from?
Look at the footage.
Yeah, that's another sample. That's a sample. They just took that from a popular video that got popular on the video where the mom had a little kid running around holding a big huge knife behind his back, and you're like, what is that? It's a knife. So that's funny. That's why that's the most replayed part. I think that's interesting. I'm not gonna bring it back though. Interesting. Oh, that's kind of hard. It's a knife. Oh, they didn't put it in that one. It's a knife. That's hard, actually. That's clean. Look how hard this keyboard. Why is my keyboard starting to mess up? It must be dying. That the camera on the knife. First of all, that choreo right there is pretty smooth. Oh, he shot an arrow. That's what that. Okay, it looked like he shot it like an arrow, and we just follow the knife around. I like that. He kicked it up. What is that? Why is there a guy in the whatever you call that, the crawl space, with all these knives thrown at them? Like, clearly it's like you're throwing knives at them and they can't hit them. Who is that guy? Is it like they're hitting themselves or something before they can reach them? That's interesting. Oh, that's cool. This sounds like something. I can't think of what it is though. I like that when they add the "it's a knife" in the background. Okay. I like when I think it was Jay on the first part that hit that and like with that rhythm. I like that. I do like the vibe of this video. The effects aren't too much. That's cool. That's a nice shot. I want to see that one again. I like how he goes into that too, though. That like throwing it and then that little shimmy jig they do. And then we're transitioning. And I like it transitioning like that too. Cool. So who just hit that? Even with the effects on it make it sound really good. I love that. That little riff in the back. They got the effects just enough so like you can, the auto tune sounds good at the high part or whatever it is, but that's up high. And then when he goes into the riff, it's like it fades, so you hear like his natural vibrato there. Yeah. At the end, ooh, that's nice. And you hear it flutter out, and then come back in. That's hard. That effect, that voice, vocal. I like this. The audio is cool too. This song reminds me of something, and when I figure out what it is, I will leave a comment under the video. There's a song that this reminds me of, but there's a lot of interesting stuff about this. The painting, on the wall. Look at it. There's a lot of interesting stuff. Yeah, like we're looking through the eyeball. I mean, that might as well be the painting. It's not because he's looking straight ahead, so he's looking through. Well, I mean, yeah, he could be looking at the mirror, at the painting there. And you see how we're looking through the wall now like that? Like, I feel like that's what that is. But I feel like this video was all about being thrown, like knives being thrown at them, like similar to like Stray Kids did something with like arrows being shot at them. It's the same type of thing. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's what we're saying. So like the eyeballs here on the wall and the painting are representing people looking at them and looking like trying to like not only just everybody watching their every move from the outside, but also we're looking through like trying to see through the walls, trying to get like on the inside to see like everything, how these people live and that kind of thing. And then like people are getting close enough like to where they are able to stab them with a knife type of thing. That's what I'm getting from this video. I mean, that's kind of what we're saying here. I kind of want to look for a couple other this was another scene. I like people are trying to kill them like that. I think that's 100% what the point of this video is. And he kicks it back up to his haters, or to these people. Somebody's hanging. See that? That's interesting. Who's hanging? Oh, and they're chopping garlic. Vampires hate garlic, right? So what does that have to do with it then? He's a vampire chopping garlic, right? This is interesting. I gotta know more about this video. I gotta look more into it. This is interesting. I don't want to spend too long on it though, so I'm not gonna go through. I'm still skimming through like the bottom, but I'm not gonna go through too much. I'll watch it again on my own time. Let's go to our next song, Stealer. By the way, if you guys haven't seen, if you don't know, I'm also watching these guys on Island, and I just started the N o'clock, so follow that as well, because those are looking real good. So it's been a fun ride with these guys. I thought it was a good time to do the album review for that reason. So let's go ahead and do Stealer. Oh. What is this? And is this supposed to be similar to Stealer from who is it? The Boys? What? What in the world? I gotta see where this goes. Interesting.
You could just come in now, STEALER. No more touch. Stiller. Don't mind 싫은 다 올라. 도망치는 밤마치 thriller. 모든 걸 다 다루겠다 dealer. 세상 위를 밟은 stellar.
Ah, I can't. My keyboard. This is all right. This I didn't know what to expect with this song. It is. I like it just for the fact that it's interesting. It's unique. Like and the boppiness of it, like that usually is gonna get me into songs just because it's different. But I didn't really expect them to even hit any falsettos in this song. The way it started out, I kind of want to bring it back, but I'm gonna let it play. Ooh, it's giving me P1 Harmony vibes. Just so simple. It didn't catch me off guard this time. That's Jay's falsetto.
You could just call me now, STEALER. No more touch. Stiller.
Stiller. Stiller. Stiller. I like the distorted 808. Like there's some interesting vibes throughout this entire song and album so far. I never would expect this from Enhypen, but I've always said though, they always switch their style up throughout the albums. And from album to album. Oh, I can't pause. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's like I like that song. I want to hear that. I'm gonna hear this intro again. The way it comes in. It's so weird. I like it. That flow, coming in with that flow on that instrumentation was like, I want to know who produced this song, who put it together, who crafted it, who like decided the direction to take it. Yeah, there's some good parts in there. The voice. All right, some ethereal arpeggio. All right, now we're getting some more like extraterrestrial, otherworldly type of vibes.
The voice you've been searching for may already be inside you. The answer you've been waiting for, now coming from the closest of places. Don't miss it. The voice keychain plush that sent shockwaves through vampire society.
What in the world?
Claim yours now at vampirenow.live.
And coming soon, hear the voices of the witnesses who encountered the fugitive lovers.
This is very reminiscent of The Weeknd's album, The Dawn. Or Dawn FM, I mean.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not. It sounds just yeah, that's what that reminds me of. He has I mean really like that whole album. If you know that album, you can probably figure out why I'm saying that. So now we got witnesses.
Who in this day and age would create a vampire without sanction? That'd be a disaster.
Right?
I was shocked. I just saw them a few days ago. I never would have imagined they were planning something so ridiculous.
It's true. I saw it myself. At first, I couldn't believe my own eyes. I mean, think about it. They broke the laws and ran off, but they looked so happy. It makes absolutely no sense. Unless they've lost their minds.
Who knows? I heard they were in hiding, but no one has seen them since. Do you really not know where they are?
You know, they say the Vampire Pursuit Unit even found their hideout? But really, how nice can a hideout possibly be? Once you leave here, you can never be happy.
Well, maybe they would find some temporary bliss. But how long could it last? They're going to be caught anyway. It's not like they're kids. Well, maybe they would find some temporary bliss. But how long could it last? They're going to be caught anyway. It's not like they're kids. Why would they do something so reckless?
What can an escape possibly lead to? Sadly, it can only end in regret. They're probably shaken with anxiety right now. Maybe even crying.
This was a very interesting creative choice for this album. Now, this one made me even more curious now. This is the most unique one that we have heard, the most unique track on this album, actually. Really, I could say that. I like stuff like this. Let me be clear. I do stuff like this for my own type of music. I love the idea of concept albums, and like I would love to put a track where I have people like talking. I get to hear people's perspectives on something, that kind of thing. I've actually done stuff like that. But I feel like this is almost random, considering one we just came from The Voice, and we had that that like advertisement thing, right?
That's
and
ridiculous.
then we go here to just like straight into this conversation type of thing. Like I feel like we're at the bar right now having gossip, which is fine. Play.
Vampire without sanction.
To go.
But what's interesting to me is, again, I'm wondering how did they go about this? There's two possibilities that are running in my mind. It's either they got voice actors and got them to do like certain parts. They said, here's your lines, here's your lines, here are your lines. Then you're like, do it on your own and send it in and we'll put it all together. Either that, or they did AI to use some kind of AI thing to make their to get what they want with their script, and they try to make it different voices and stuff. And all of that to say, those are the two options. I wonder which one they did, because it doesn't. There are parts where it doesn't flow smoothly. When I rewinded it a second ago, it's because it doesn't, it almost seems purposeful. It's obvious, it's very apparent that with the static in the background, that it's two different settings. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I think this is a very creative, very interesting creative direction. With the two, because they didn't try to hide that. So I'm wondering what was the intent behind this idea, this concept with the album. All right, I think I've used enough time on that. I just wanted you guys to understand my thought process right now. But I am enjoying. I like the vibes of it.
My mama said because don't cry, it only hurts if you let it. These boys they only want your heart, they try everything to break it. 누가 우리 그림자를 밟을지 수상해져 그림자가 커졌지 잘못하면서 예쁜 눈이 커졌지 걱정만 해 뒤에
It sounds like another sample. And I know the song is, the title at least, is a sample. I like that. Girls don't cry. I like the way he sounds right now. Yeah. I like how they got I like how they have the effects on their voices right now. They got a little bit of auto-tune on everybody's voice right now for this track, and it sounds good. It's just enough to accentuate that effect on those rises like they're trying to do.
Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Big don't buy. 내가 지켜줄게 아무 애도 없게 외면해. Big girls don't cry. Big girls
I like
don't cry.
when they add the harmonies on the trails. Double up. So there's this, yeah. So that's the original, right? So they're sampling throughout this album. Kind of like I said, they're doing sample, like that's the sound they're going for. Lost Island. Interesting. Okay. I think it's interesting. I'm gonna let it play. Like that. That's nice. I like his voice here. I like how we dropped into that with him. With that background. That one too, but that one he did, it was like a whisper. I feel like he only did that one. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that was it. It sounded like saying breathe, right? Breaths. We slowed it down. They half-timed it. And that adds more of a hip-hop feel. Just to let you know how I think, I want to point out that that one section where they half-time the speed, that one small section. This part, this won me over in terms of, is this song like my style or not? This was a positive to be like, oh, I can actually like this part is like something I would like vibe to on a regular occasion more. So when I hear that, even though they just put it there for a second, now the rest, if you go back and look, the rest of the song or the next few, stanzas after that part, when it ended, I was still bopping my head to this slower tempo. I was still doing that. Even though it sped back up for the chorus, I expected that. But I was still doing this for it because that was now the new vibe I had for this song. Like now that's where my mind goes. Now I'm like, okay, this is, I'm actually able to have this rhythm to this song. It doesn't have to be here. You can actually probably see that in my reaction if you go back and watch it. You see how the rhythm of the way which my head bobs. I think it's interesting. So let's go to the next one. Sleep Tight. All right. This. Baby, coming late with me tonight. 내려앉은 달 깊이 스며든 이 밤 아무 걱정 없이 just sleep tight. 네 곁을 지켜 너를 위한 lullaby. Yeah. They be dropping into his. They're good at This is like the third or fourth now song, not just on this album, that I've heard, maybe fifth, that of them dropping into a part with Nikki having that, coming in with that deeper raspy voice that he normally does, and they kind of completely flip the song with the instrumentation. So it's a great tool that I've noticed that they've been able to use. Vocal inflections. I do like this melody here, this flow. And I love that bass roll, drum roll. Okay. I feel like Jay's voice seems like he's been working on it from what I have been seeing. I like them putting that, repeating that in the background with the different effects, the reverb and stuff. So this album, they're definitely going for they're definitely going for that vibe of like that sampling and more Western like feel, more like hip hop oriented, more rap influenced. Yeah, pretty much throughout the whole album. So I think that's an interesting approach. Should be time for another narration track. The Beyond. That sounds like it might be the end. I don't even remember. My keyboard's dead. Yep. And this is another sample, by the way. Even if it's not a sample, it's made to sound like one.
The couple vanished completely, as if spirited away to an island that exists on no map. Had they reached the paradise they so longed for, in a place where only the two of them remained? Did they find bliss or only despair? Updates from the Vampire Pursuit Unit ceased, and the whispers surrounding the taboo-breaking lovers slowly faded into silence. And so, the couple seemed to pass into legend, forgotten. However, the incident, once thought to be over, bring us once more before a profound question. Testimonies began to emerge from those claiming to have seen the lovers. Their story, once thought to have vanished into darkness, returns to the center of the world. Like the slow dawn breaking across the horizon.
Some good panning in this one.
What fate awaits them? The story begins to unfold in an entirely new direction.
So what's the next album gonna be? What style are they gonna go with for that? This was completely different from what I would have expected. I always expect Enhypen to give us something different on their albums, and throughout the album they usually change, the styles. I feel like this one is very cohesive. Actually, within, I guess I could say that as far as the stuff I've heard, I still haven't gotten to their most recent albums besides the one I started with, Dimension. You know which one it is. And Desire. I knew I had it. Unleashed. Desire Unleashed. That's the besides that one, I haven't heard their newest albums. So I don't know if they've been doing that more recently, but this one has a very clear and cut theme to it. It's a very like there's a concept, it's quite obviously there, you know what I mean? And so I'm curious if that's like what they're going to now, how they're doing them. They it didn't have as much of like I don't know what I'm gonna get from song to song. Now looking back on it, like each one had for sure like a rap rock type of feel, older school vibe to it. I think it's interesting. I'm curious what you all think about it. How does my true like real Enhypen fans and Jeans, how do you all feel about this album and how it flows within their discography? What do you expect for the next album? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you all watching this one. Sorry my keyboard wasn't working, but I'm about to charge it right now. Thank you for joining me in the Sanctuary. Stay tuned for the next Enhypen review. And also watch Island if you haven't been on Patreon. I have Island. We're almost done. We're at 9 episodes out in, and we have also the 10 o'clock. I just started too. So episode 2 coming soon. Thank you for joining me.